Your budget is a make-or-break consideration when buying high-value assets like a car. It's likely that no one's going to tell you about this matter. Even your local dealerships will avoid bringing this subject up if they want to empty some of their inventories. Am I implying that you, as the buyer, should settle on cheap options? Well, not really. After all, the price often dictates the quality of a particular vehicle, and if I am being moderate, a unit that costs around $35,000 or less should be a good start. Take the SUVs here as an example. Hello everyone, this is Scott from CarlandTV. It's time to get in the front seat, as I am about to take you on a showroom tour of the best compact SUVs for under $35,000 this 2024. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below. The subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. I do not require you to do so, but you would make me smile and push me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan. Right from the get-go, I need to underscore that the 2024 Tiguan is among the best compact SUVs right now. I need to make this little declaration because of the reliability reputation that infests the Volkswagen brand. I mean, it's just the Taos, I suppose, but it still somehow creates a negative impression that ripples across the entire Volks lineup. Plus, the 2024 Tiguan is the very SUV that lets you know that Volkswagen has finally figured out what American buyers want. You see, this one is big, quite big for a compact SUV. Technically speaking, this is still a compact SUV, but what you need to know is that its cocoon has enough room to squeeze a third row on it. It's the only compact SUV that I know that offers a third row. Well, this third layer isn't spacious enough to accommodate adult passengers, but for your kids and pets, the seats are adequate. If you are going to skip this third row, what you get is a spacious cargo room, one that is practical enough to swallow multiple carry-on boxes and luggage with ease. Now for its price. The base S trim of Tiguan starts at $30,000, while the top SEL R-Line trim breaches the $40,000 mark. If we are going to restrain our budget to $35,000, what we can possibly get is the SE trim, which is about $33,000 or less. This mid-range isn't actually bad. It fashions the Tiguan with 18-inch wheels, dual-zone climate control, and a power rear liftgate. Add about $1,000, and you can fit your Tiguan SE with a panoramic sunroof. Although it uses a turbocharged 2-liter engine across all trims, the 2024 Tiguan does feel a bit sluggish. It only yields 184 horsepower through its 8-speed auto transmission and to the front wheels. It's just a good thing the 4Motion all-wheel drive remains an option for buyers to try. When I tested driving the new Tiguan, I immediately noticed the balanced and refined ride it offers. The handling is surprisingly smooth, the same thing with its suspension. So, for daily drives and suburban tasks, I'm confident that the 2024 Tiguan will satisfy you. 2024 Toyota RAV4. The 2024 RAV4 arrives in the market with a rugged flair, which is something that I expected already. It has the Toyota DNA after all, and if you look at the company's latest production vehicles, you will see that many of them are actually designed to maximize their off-roading ability. We have the redesigned mid-size Land Cruiser as a prime example, but even the 4Runner and Tacoma also match this description. Buying or recommending the RAV4 isn't a difficult task. Dealerships across the US don't struggle to sell this car at all. Aside from its reliable reputation, which it has carried for 30 years, the SUV exhibits the qualities Americans love about pickup trucks. Basically, I am implying that the 2024 RAV4 is fuel-efficient, practical, and built robustly. It even offers optional all-wheel drive systems that enhance its appeal to the market. The starting price of the 2024 RAV4 is $30,000 for its entry LE trim. And if we are going to be strict on our budget, the highest trim we can possibly get is the XLE Premium, which is about $35,000 or so, the last time I checked it. I know that the most popular trim for the RAV4 is the TRD Off-Road, but sadly, that one is close to $40,000, and I am not sure if a lot of you are adamant enough to pursue such a steep sticker price. With the XLE Premium, you can already get a lot of perks that the base trims of RAV4 don't offer, such as 19-inch wheels, fog lights, dual-zone climate control, and faux leather upholstery. Regardless of the trim you want to get, the RAV4 offers a plethora of driver assistance features as standard perks. Hence, I don't really think that you are bargaining here. Meanwhile, The all-wheel drive is not being offered as a standard feature of the RAV4 except for its off-road and adventure trims. The rest of the lower trims get a front-wheel drive as standard, which is run by a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine that makes 203 horses and a responsive 8-speed auto transmission. 2025 Subaru Outback. A lot of people don't pay too much attention to the Subaru Outback. It seems that Forester and Crosstrek have outshone this one in terms of popularity. I am not saying that those two Subaru SUVs are bad, but when it comes to overall value and performance, the Outback deserves more recognition. That's not an opinionated statement. That's an objective analysis from someone who has driven these Subaru SUVs over the years. The Outback is a prime option for those who want a bigger off-roader. I have to admit that its styling is casual, but it's capable enough to handle moderately difficult terrains. It has a wagon-like construction, but it currently exudes car-like road dynamics, especially its handling. It scores high in delivering smooth rides on off-road tracks, thanks to its communicative all-wheel drive traction. I have always fancied its suspension. It's tuned for passenger comfort by keeping the bumps from infringing your sleep or sightseeing. Nonetheless, let me clarify that this isn't a sporty SUV but something that is geared toward more efficient handling. Its base engine yields 182 horsepower and is married to a standard all-wheel drive and continuously variable automatic transmission. Yes, that's the beauty of Subaru SUVs. They all have a standard all-wheel drive, regardless of the trim level. If you feel that its base engine is a bit lackluster, you can upgrade it to its optional Turbo 4 engine that makes 260 ponies. With our price limit, the best trim that we can get is the Premium, which sits at $32,500. But to be honest, this is the most recommended variant of the majority. Although it only has the base engine, this thing is reasonably equipped. It has the all-weather package, power-adjustable driver's seat, and a bigger 11.6-inch touchscreen. The next trim is the Onyx Edition, and it arrives with better equipment and packages. But that thing is close to $38,000, a tag that's already nuts for some buyers. 2025 Honda CR-V. The 2025 Honda CR-V is a gift that keeps on giving. It's one of those SUVs that guarantees your comfort while you are inside it. From its large windows that enhance driving visibility down to its highly comfortable seats, there's no denying that the CR-V scores high when it comes to ride quality. At the same time, the latest CR-V kept the tone of the previous model years in terms of cargo space. I think that this has the most real estate to hold your daily belongings, especially if you are going to fold its last row. The interior layout isn't flashy, I have to be honest with that, but it's clean and organized, one that doesn't cause distraction or confusion to its drivers. Now, how about its driving demeanor? Well, whether you believe it or not, this model year of the CR-V qualifies to be called agile. It's not as nimble as the CX-50, but it's definitely not clunky either. The car is very easy to park, and it navigates well even in tight spaces. The base 190 horsepower turbocharged engine won't bore you out, especially if you are going to pair it with the optional all-wheel drive. By the way, there's a more powerful hybrid variant for the CR-V, and that one creates up to 204 ponies. I suggest you should check that out. The starting price of the 2025 CR-V is around $31,500 or so, with its LX trim, while the top EXL trim is more or less $36,000. Based on our budget threshold, our limit should be EX trim, which is at $33,500. But if you can draw more cash, I strongly recommend getting the EXL trim right from the get-go. All the goodies are present here, from the rugged powertrain down to the genuine leather upholstery and bigger infotainment touchscreen. 2025 Mazda CX-50. We just need to concede on the fact that Mazda is one of the best makers of nimble mid-level SUVs. If you want athleticism and acceleration above anything else, just pick any Mazda out there. But right now, I am going to feature the CX-50, or its 2025 model year, in particular. What is so notable about the CX-50 is that it's available in over a dozen trims. Both the Base Select and 2.5S Select package are the most affordable at $32,000, while the Premium trim sits nicely at $35,000. Meanwhile, the most expensive trims are the Turbo Premium Plus and 2.5 Turbo Premium Plus package, both equally priced at $45,000. If you can max out your budget to $35,000, go with the premium trim. It introduces some of the luxury appointments of the CX50, such as its power-sliding moonroof, Bose premium audio, and wireless device charger. All of the trims will offer a basic 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine that makes up to 187 horsepower. While this doesn't hamper the agility of this SUV, the base engine still feels pokey, especially when on freeways. So what I suggest is to get its turbocharged counterpart that bumps the horsepower up to 256. I already did a test drive of a CX50 with this turbo engine, and it really has the zest for a thrilling ride. The driving verve is definitely sporty but composed. The steering is precise, the suspension is firm, and the handling is responsive throughout. However, I just noted that the ride can feel slightly stiff on rougher roads. Still, that's no deal breaker. The 2025 CX50 is properly appointed on its interior. Even the base model doesn't feel boring, and its layout optimizes passenger comfort. But yeah, its cargo space is a bit compromised, as this one banks more on performance than practicality. And that completes this list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely.